We're live.
Well, welcome to a really interesting edition of Scorch's PFG-TV. Scorch here, my bud DBL. Well, now we're calling him DBL Mike. It's Mike Snow out in the front yard. Meghan was going to join us today, but Meghan had some issues with her the communications, the cell phone or her computer or something. So she'll be joining us next week. And it really sucks, Mike, because I had a lot of fun stuff I wanted to talk to Meghan about. So I gotta lower this. Yeah, it blows that I really wanted to have her on so we can discuss and continue our fine family show that we always do.
Yes, we do.
This week, I realized something that I never realized before. So far on this trip, the one thing I really owe Mike Snow for is getting the water into the toilet. you know,
You don't know how bad we missed that. I actually was able to take a shower while you were out today.
it was the most amazing thing. All of a sudden, we heard, and the thing worked, and we got water and stuff. But it's been a good trip so far. So far we have had
Nothing major.
no, nothing major, but we started the trip off in Decatur, Illinois was the first stop. And we went to a brewery in Decatur, Illinois. We stayed. There's a company called Harvest Host. Mike, explain Harvest Host.
Harvest Host. They are an RV-based community that I think it was like $197 for a year, and they have close to 5,000 destinations in the country where you can stay for one night for free. That doesn't include electric or anything like that, but still, when you're rolling through somewhere, we can stop any place we go for at least a night.
It's So we stopped at a brewery that first night. Second night we ended up in just outside of Nashville, a place I believe called Joelton, Tennessee, and that was incredible. That was What was the name of that place? That was not the Shed, or was that the Shed?
That was the Golden Fox Brewery.
Okay,
You're talking about
and
the
then
Joliet?
yeah, the
Oh
Joel
no, that was someone's home. That was actually somebody's
Oh,
homestead
that's right. Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah.
rented out a spot to help
hmm
build the homestead up.
Then we ended up at a place called the Shed. The Shed was it was Rosie's Campgrounds, right? Rosie's Camp or something like that. And
Cozy Rosie's.
Cozy Rosie's, okay. And the Shed had the best, ready for this, turkey. If you follow along on the Bar Locator Facebook page, you would have seen some of these videos. I had turkey, like sliced turkey for the first time in years. And this place had the best turkey. The first day I ate a turkey sandwich. Second day I ate a pound of turkey meat. And I think it was the barbecue sauce that did it because the barbecue sauce was outstanding. But so then we went from there to uh, the place Wasted Away again in Margaritaville. Margaritaville was amazing. Did you think
Yeah,
so?
Camp Margaritaville is what it was called.
And just a beautiful location. There's pools, there's poolside bars, which we like with our new adventure of divebarlocator.com. Going out to party. Remember, don't drink and drive. Divebarlocator.com. Uh, oh, how do I get back to my? I'll just do it this way. So I lost the Mike. How do I get back to my live chats on the left hand side here, so I can read it?
At the very bottom, there should be a chat thing. If you need me to run
Okay.
in, I can.
Oh, I see. Open chat. There you go. Thank you. So I wanted to get to some of these chats. Somebody said it looks like it's nice weather. Yes, it is definitely nice weather. There's no doubt about that. Mr. Ermintrot, Scorch, what's up? Not a much. What's up with you? Hanging out in paradise. Mo, snow there today. That blows. Did they have turkey wings? No, I don't know if they had turkey wings or not. Mike, did they have turkey
No.
wings?
Nope, it was just sliced turkey, sausage, pork, and beef. And they're award winners. We saw them. Actually, remember we saw them on the way to New Orleans. They said.
Mike, I'm going to let you see if we see if we have the same answer to this one, and if we lose him as a potential sponsor, so be it. What is the grossest thing you have experienced so far on your trip? Let's see if we can compare.
The grossest thing. Like as far as food goes, is that where we're at,
Just it
Scorch?
says here, Drew wants to know the grossest thing we have experienced. Because I got one that comes into my mind right away.
Oh, the one that I remember is when we had to pull off the side of the road and I had you driving to make sure that everything was okay and you stopped and the door was right at a crappy diaper just laying on the side of the road with a big old turd bomb in it.
Because I'm going to say the grossest thing. And when I say this, Mike, you're going to agree. Like, oh, yeah. I think the grossest thing was that bathroom at that gas
Oh
station.
my gosh. If I wish I would have been to Thailand and learned to crap standing up into a hole because it was bad. I
I went
just
in,
had no choice. You had a choice, but
we went into this bathroom and I was like, you know what? We started a contest of how long it's going to be on this trip before Mike gets some sort of disease from the toilets
yeah,
he's
like,
using.
is Mike gonna catch crabs today?
You can tell you've been in the service though, because you'll go wherever you have to go. And
Got to do what you got to do.
I'm a girly man. I'm like, no, I need douches and stuff on those. Otherwise, that. Let me see here. What else do we got? So thank you for the questions, by the way. Don't call me Lorne. Color of the day. Hey, Lorne, give it up already, will you please? That's just so stupid. Nathan,
Just want to
thank you
hear
for
their
paying.
name.
Yeah, they do, and we give it to them, so whatever. Let me see. I'm buffering. No, well, that happens sometimes. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. When do you expect Dive Bar Locator to turn into a profit, or is when do you dive turn into a profit, or has it already? Drew, what difference does it make? What difference does it make? It's already profitable. You know how it's already profitable, brother? I'll tell you. We are relaxed. I'm the healthiest I've been in probably 7 or 8 years, right, Mike? You, I mean, Mike's and
Yeah,
Mike,
hold on, hold on.
the 5 years Mike has known me.
We can say goodbye to Serratus. Bye bye. All right, continue.
Oh, bye, Sir Addis. Okay, you know how to get rid of. You're getting rid of them.
Yep, yep.
Okay, thank you. See, the cool questions are okay. Some things they want to know about money and stuff. That's okay, but just don't be jerk off. That's all. You are on a genuine all American adventure. Yes, we are. Too bad you got cut off. What else do we have? Um, Today, yeah. Oh, let me see. Let's start in order. Yesterday we were so close. Oh, I'm going to go back, 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 back. I'm just thinking of all these things. Tongo. My dog Tongo, as you guys know, is my boy. He's my a-hole, but he's an a-hole for the most part. Or at least he was an a-hole till we got to Bourbon Street, right?
Yeah,
Once we
so
were
Bourbon
on Bourbon
Street,
Street,
the both of you just like changed into two different
it was
creatures.
amazing. It was amazing. We took him, and Mike was filming because I brought Tongo down Bourbon Street. Mo, I'm going to get to your question in a second about gas prices because you'll be surprised. I took Tongo down Bourbon Street, and Tongo doesn't like people anyway. Nobody coming near me, and he's starting to get to the point he doesn't like anybody coming near Mike. People were right next to us. People were on top of him. People were petting him. He was stopping. He was slowing down. He was laying in the street letting people pet him. He turned into a different animal that day, and he's been great ever since. So it was nice to see Bourbon Street. I got the chance. We went down to Key West yesterday. It's an hour away from where we're staying. The thing about going to Bourbon Street, we were going on a blunt ride. We were just going on a regular business meeting, and all of a sudden I saw a sign that said Bourbon. I said New Orleans, 51 miles. I said, Mike, you keep telling me from the beginning of this thing that you want to go to New Orleans, so we went to New Orleans. And Mike, I'm going to bring up something. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. But I
I don't
like it,
care.
and we all talk about personal stuff here, and you've talked about stuff like this. Yesterday we went to Key West, and you
Ugh.
put your toes in. You put your toes in the water, and you got really really emotional. Can you share? And I haven't asked about it.
No,
I've
that's
yet
fine.
to ask.
Uh,
Can
I'm
you
going to
talk
tell
about
you,
that?
it's actually bittersweet being here. I love Key West. Came here all the time when I was in the Navy. We flew in, stayed a couple days at a time. Came here for my yeah, right, honeymoon. And actually, about 100 yards from where I was in is where Kelly and I spent our honeymoon. So it was very bittersweet. It was emotional.
Yeah.
I have to have salt water. I was born, raised on the beach, and saltwater is my home.
I want to say hi to Megan and Cha. Hopefully, you guys are watching
Cha
the show.
cha.
At least you couldn't be part of it. and the boy too, Child's boy. So he's there as well. So good little kid. Drew Penis says, "I want you to be profitable. I think you can make a reality show. No joke, Drew. That may or may not be somewhere in our plans. I agree with you. I'm not being a douche. I'm not being an arrogant prick. I agree with you. I can see A&E or one of those networks picking up
For sure.
just a show as a dive bar locator show. I can see that. Would it be starring me? I don't know, but they can certainly
Not
pay us
me,
to
thank
have.
God.
They can certainly pay us for the concept of it. Mo, what are a gas price? What are gas prices like? We'll find that out later this week. Gas prices, believe it or not,
Aren't
have
bad.
been okay. When we came down to the Keys, the first part of the Keys, 309. That's not bad for the Keys. As soon as you pass into Key West, 390. Much different. In
Yeah.
Wisconsin, when we left Wisconsin, it was what, 270, 280. Most of the trip, it's been 289 ish. So gas prices are really not that bad. IRL stream, that's where the money is, boys. I'll leave that to Mike since he is that question. Mike seems like a drummer. Whatever. They're
No,
apologizing
Mike.
now. It's like,
Mike is not a musical instrument player,
the
except the
super
bassoon. I love to play the
the
bassoon.
bassoon, yes. The super chat thing. We were looking into the super chat thing, and I guess the deal is, if I read into it correctly, super chat is people pay money to highlight their live chat, to highlight their shtick, whatever. I brought up to Mike, I'm like, you know what, Mike, are we asking for trouble? And we realized, you know what, if the people that make the less than stellar comments want to pay to make the less than stellar comments, gas does cost money to feed this beast of a motorhome. Uh, we may end up letting you do that. So Joe Dubecki, Joe, thank you. Keep on keeping on. Let me see. Will you ever come out with PFG or Dive Bar Locator merchandise? Picking up Dive Bar Locator T-shirts this weekend, this coming week in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, right, Mike?
Yeah. Fort Lauderdale.
Yep.
Shout out to my boy Willie Skills.
Excuse me. Then we've got 10,000 Dive Bar Locator coasters. We've got Dive Bar Locator keychains, and we have a lot more coming up. We are just getting started, mind you. So we're just at the beginning of this journey. So 264 the other day for gas. Good for you. Can you do a daily live update every day? Now, if you're talking here on YouTube, yes, I can. Will I? That it all depends on how much time we have. That's all, because there's a lot of times that we frankly just run out of time and we don't have a chance to do much. So uh, because we are working. Have we taken a lot of time for vacation? Just as we planned. The first week on the road, we got used to living in a motorhome. I got used to living in a tin can with Mike. Mike got used to living in a tin can with me. It's
For
much
sure.
different than living in a house. Much different. And Tongo's just been great. So he's not even really an entity in this situation. So that was the first week. Second week, we were going to start working, but then we went to Margaritaville, and I said, you know what? I can use a couple more days. However, yesterday and most of this week, I said this coming Friday, today, I said we're kicking it in. And I went to some places today that were amazing. And I mean
They looked really
amazing.
cool.
Yeah, I went to a place called Barnacle Barney's, I believe it was. And that was a pelican that I saw that I took the picture of, right? Is that what that was?
That is correct.
Yeah, I've never seen in person a bird that close with a big long snout, big long beak. We got lots of. I mean, I went to another place, another waterfront place today. That was and just an incredible place. It was a dive bar, but it was with boats and yachts and shit pulling up to the dock. Just incredible. This is the type of thing we're thinking of, and this is just the beginning. We are hitting all 48 states. This right here. Today we kicked it off. We really started going place to place and town to town, up and down the dial. You need to interview dive bar owners and patrons and share everyone you visit. Drew, you know what? That's not the thing for us. That's not, maybe on here we can, but divebarlocator.com. Here's why divebarlocator.com is really good for bar owners. If you are a bar owner and you would like to get involved in Dive Bar Locator, we don't do any reviews. Okay, we're not going to say, "Hey, I'll do a review here." Like I said, it was beautiful, nice surroundings. I'll never do a
Right.
review saying they had great drinks, they had great food, they had shitty drinks. That's not what we're here for. There's a lot of local Facebook pages in Wisconsin. There's local ones. I'm sure there's local ones in every state that talk about this, that, and the other thing. Give reviews. We're not here to give reviews. We're here to let you know, hey, there's a dive bar here. Hey, there's a waterfront dive bar here. Hey, there's a dive bar here that serves tacos and wings on Tuesday night. Stuff like that. We are a directory site. That's all. Think of Weed Maps. If you don't know what Weed Maps is, look it up. Then jump on Weed Maps. Weed Maps is a site that dispensaries pay out the ass to advertise on. Say, hey, so that way you go under the Weed Map app, yep, a Weed Maps app. You hit it. You're in Los Angeles. You can get the street, the city, the blah 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 blah. It brings you to all the dispensaries. We're doing the same exact thing. The people we're showing to are like, oh my God, this thing is amazing. The couple at the first bar we went to yesterday, one was from Wisconsin. They weren't a married couple. The lady, Mary, right, was her name, and Brian was
Mary.
the dude,
Yeah, and Brian.
and they were all into it. And that's the thing. The people are into what we're doing. I don't want to sound like a dickhead, but it is a great, great concept. When a bar gets on divebarlocator.com, if you're a bar and you're watching this, once you get on, control goes over to you, full control. We being Mike, he sends you a link. That is now your site. That is now your page. So the example I'm giving everybody is, okay, let's just say at 3:30 on a Friday afternoon, somebody brings in 500 pounds of hamburger meat, and you want to have an impromptu barbecue. Then what you do is you go onto your page at divebarlocator.com if you are a bar owner on there, and you type in, hey, we're having an impromptu barbecue today at 5 o'clock, and it'll push notifications out. And
Oh, Scorch, unmute your. I muted you by accident instead of me. I was about to cough. Sorry.
it's a now I forgot where I was, and I ain't even drinking. But speaking of that, hey Mike, talk for a second while I go to the freezer in here.
Oh my gosh, the freezer. Oh, it's been an experience. It really has. We've learned a lot of things, and we've had a lot of fun so far. We're 14 days in. Talk to us in 90 days. See if we're all still alive.
If any dive bar gets shitty with you, would you have dive bars not to go to on your app? No. No, the app is not, the app is not to be mean or rude, or the app is just to let people know. If a dive bar is rude to me, a dive bar is rude to me. You know what? Half of you guys are rude to me, but I still welcome you. Think about it that way. Kyle, did you miss weird news? Kyle, you are weird news, brother. The DBL streams had a good vibe. I hope you do more updates on the road. Yeah, we will sometime. I mean, we plan on doing it. Once we hit the road again, we're going to be in the Keys for a few more days. Are you guys a couple? You know what? Does it make a difference if we are, if we aren't? The question,
Well, he's
I'll tell
going
this,
anyway.
I'll tell
But
this
it
story.
doesn't matter.
I'll tell this
Go
story
ahead,
today.
continue.
Huh? Let
Go
me
ahead and
tell, can I
continue.
tell this? Can I
Yeah,
tell the story from
sorry.
today?
Yeah, sure.
The story from today, me and Mike went to a little state park.
Oh
And
God, Mike's having
Tongo
a bad day.
Tongo was having a yip fit. Yip, yip, yip. So Mike was getting pissed off at Tongo. This girl, who I think was probably hopeful that me and Mike were a couple, says, hey, you guys together? And I said, well, I thought she just meant like a week together driving into the park. You know me, I don't think right. I said, yeah, well, he's my partner. And then I said, business partner. And she's like, oh, is he having a bad day? Is he? Is she,
A
it doesn't make it.
domestic dispute.
Cheers to you guys. Um, yeah, to answer your question, no, we're not. I've seen a lot of girls on this trip that I would have jumped in the sack with if they would have had anything to do with me. But I'm a beast-looking 62-year-old guy that most women don't want anything to do with. So that answers your other question. Have you made any lady friends? Mike yesterday at the Brass Monkey in the Keys in Marathon met a nice
Karen.
lady friend. What was her name?
Karen.
Karen. All of a
Yes.
sudden, Mike walked in. Karen says, Hey man, you're sexy,
She
right?
was she was Jamaican, and I couldn't hear what she was saying. I thought she said you were tall, and I was like, yeah.
Hey man.
And she was like, no, I said you're sexy.
I met I was getting a bagel this morning, and all of a sudden, I think it might have been the owner of the bagel restaurant come up and said, "No, no, no, this one's on me." And she crossed it off, and she gave me a free bagel, and I thought for sure I might have had a little but of course no. The when was the
No,
last time I got laid, Scorch? Serenity now. Why is that a problem to you? Why is that a question
he's
to you?
just an idiot. This guy is just an
I'm
idiot.
going to answer
So
you, sir. I'm going to answer you,
okay,
Serenity, now, if you because I can be honest with you. I don't mind this. You know what? I don't sleep around. Okay, I've been with 9 women my whole entire life. 9 women. That's it. The last time I got, as you call, got laid, it would have been. Oh, let me see. I was with. It was when it was when the show was at On the Rocks. Yeah, I'll put it that way. And we'll leave it at that. So 7 months ago, 6, 7 months ago, and you know what? Whatever. I got so much other crap in my head that's okay with me. Did we stock up on paper towels? As a matter of fact, we did because we need
and we
them for
also got
anything.
cups.
We got cups. Oh, did we get plastic cups? Yeah, okay. We have plastic cups, plastic silverware, and paper plates. We're living like a regular couple. Okay. Has nobody ever heard of roommates? Has nobody ever heard? Do you think that Oscar Madison and Felix Unger, did anybody ever say to them, "Wow, are you guys a couple"? No. I mean, it's just
It's
the
stupid.
situation brought us together. Now we're doing something that's going to get us out there. So think what you want, have a ball. It's America. You can think what you want. Let me
Oh,
see if I
Barry
missed
Cohen.
anything. Barry Cohen. Thank you,
Barry.
Barry. Barry, you know what? When we're posting things, and I love you for doing it, but we're posting stuff about the show. We're posting stuff about the ride. We're posting stuff about this. In Key West, Barry Cohen pops in. Guess what I'm making? Thank you. I bet you it's chicken soup and matzo balls, Barry. Thank you. But post that stuff another place. And we love that you're doing it, though. We're going to give you an address, Barry, at some point soon. And you can mail us some chicken soup. What else do we have here? How you know? But we have about plastic cups. Oh boy. Let me see if I can just do this. Nope, that won't do it. Let me see what else. So what else is going on, Mike? How you doing now tonight? You feeling a little bit better?
A little bit. We didn't get much sleep last night. We had the CO2 alarm go off in the middle of the night. I think I
Yeah,
fixed that.
yeah. I know it's old, but the weird news theme gets stuck in my head from time to time. You know what? Me too. So some are weird and some are strange stories that are very. Some are weird and okay. Some are weird and some deranged stories that are very strange. Weird news. There you go,
I'll
John.
get that
Thank
stuff
you.
loaded into our new studio.
1980. I don't know what that means. Hello, PFG disciples. Weird news. You guys, we already did all that. Okay, that's literally what a Facebook page does. No, okay, no scored you a pizza. Okay, no other Altoona in the house. There's Barry. It's called Destiny. Well, that's nice. Thank you. Serenity. Okay, Serenity, you're about to be popped off again, okay? Because I can't be dealing with the crap, okay? Yeah, pop
You
him
want him
off,
gone?
Mike, if you will.
All right.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye bye. Okay, you're just disgusting now, and we'll get rid of you because
But
that's that.
he has 100 accounts, he told me, so that really
Okay,
says a lot about him, and that he lives in his mama basement.
the fact that people do that, the fact that people make weird accounts just to do this kind of crap is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Uh, I thought the show was LGBT friendly. It has nothing to do with anything. It certainly is, but you
What is
don't
that?
be.
Because we're not gay, we're not LGBTQ
I know
plus
because
one
we
friendly.
because we say we're not a couple, and because
Yeah.
we say to you people, stop being douches about stuff like that. Even if we were a couple, what difference does that make? Okay, so that makes us un-LGBT friendly. I don't think so. Wall size poster on your poster wall. We're gonna get that. I have a poster wall. It's going good, Chip. Thank you very much. So uh, here's one for you. I read that at 38%, that's when people start freaking out when their battery for their cell phone is at
Oh
that level.
God.
We were cruising the other night. Yes, we were cruising the other night. Okay, we were looking for dates. Make you feel better. We were cruising around the other night. I think we were here. I think, and all of a
Um,
sudden, uh, we were getting lost. I left my phone in the home. Mike had 14%, 9%. 2%, and we were lost, and we were shitting bricks because we didn't know where the hell we were. And we were at that point, weren't we in like Miami area? So we were kind of like, Mike's taking a turn. Here's another one. Mike, I know Miami area. Mike, we took a turn off some street. I'm like, you want to take a turn off this street? but it's been okay. Mike is not laying outside the bus. Mike is sitting outside the bus.
I'm in my zero grav.
Yeah, zero gravity chairs really are a good thing. Uh, is it and is that the best you guys have? Is to talk about sexual stuff, and even if,
Yeah.
especially because
But
it ain't.
the good news is I don't think it's actually making it onto the channel
Oh,
that I
good.
can see. But
Oh,
whatever.
okay, cool. Oh, hey, Andrew. Andrew was a follower of the radio show, a fan of the. He's been following TV show for a while. Cruise up Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte. We're going to be hitting from here. We are hitting Lauderdale, and then we are hitting. And by the way, Nelson Manding,
Daytona.
I'm going to get to you in a second. We're hitting Daytona for Jeep Beach Week. My bud Rob Fiorino runs Jeep Beach Radio, and he invited us up for Jeep Beach Week. 250,000 people, 10,000 Jeeps on the beach. It's going to be insane. It's going to be great for Dive Bar Locator. And so it's really, that's going to be a good time. Then from there, we don't know. Might be coming back down to the Tampa area because we had a lot of people and a lot of bars that want us to come back there. So, Andrew, thank you. Nelson Mandinga, why am I so combative? Because a lot of you people are freaking ignorant. That's why. Have fun with it. If you want to make fun of me, make fun of the
It's
fact
the
that
same. That's Serenity Now, dude. That's who that
make,
is.
make fun of the fact. I'll buy that. Make fun of the fact that, like, I put my head through a wooden door the other day and I got all these scabs on my head. Make fun of the fact that my skin is peeling. Make fun of the fact that I haven't gotten laid in a while. I don't give a shit. But the stupid things you make fun of, the stupid things you bring up, that's what makes me combative, because sometimes you guys are just not you guys. Sometimes there are a few choice people that are just idiotic. That's all. Do you play? You know what? We haven't played any games uh, since we've been on this road. That's interesting. Down by the river, great tune, Kyle. Thank you. So yeah, so that's about it from here. Uh, One of the things I realized is I'm getting addicted to Swisher Sweets, my peppermint Swisher Sweets, and they don't have them many places, which kind of sucks. But I did find out something. We will probably right after Daytona. Oh, 2 hours south of Tampa. We'll come out. Okay, Andrew and Cam, we're going to take you up on that. In Jacksonville, I looked up the other day for shits and giggles because, we're traveling the country. And I said, I wonder where the Swisher Sweet factory is. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. I will go buy them out of Swisher Sweet Peppermint. The Swisher Sweet Peppermint is the best Swisher Sweet. I started up just having a couple here and there. And then I was smoking them on the road a little bit more. And now I smoke probably, would you say 70-30 Gans to Swisher, 60-40 Gans to Swisher?
60-40, I would say.
60-40 Gans to Swisher. How many states we play? I haven't played the license game. Black and Milds, I don't like Black and Milds. I like the. Do I inhale them? Yeah,
Sorry.
unfortunately, I do inhale them, and I know I shouldn't, but unfortunately, I do. But I inhale a lot of different smoke-filled drugs. It's just one of those. Not really, just cannabis, and of course, my tobacco. Your app doesn't show up in Milwaukee, Chicago. It certainly does. Just take a look at it.
What does that mean? It doesn't show up.
Yeah, of course it shows.
We haven't been to Chicago. Like, we don't have people.
If you're saying there are no bars on in Chicago, Milwaukee, yeah, there are. So I don't know what you're talking about. You should take up pipe smoking for the ultimate relaxation. My Uncle
Please,
Melvin,
no.
my late Uncle Melvin used to smoke a pipe, and he was a big motherfucker. He used to work for the FBI, 6'8", big boy. My dad's brother. He used to smoke a cigar. Actually, as a pipe. You remember the story about how I'm afraid of water because my dad threw me down a slide at a pool? It was Uncle Melvin's house. And his house was a really nice house, and I loved the smell of his pipe tobacco. And he had my account support YouTube. Which one is that? What is this? I'll look at that.
I don't think
Yeah,
that's us.
I'll look at that later. Will I go to Alaska? No, I will not go to Alaska, and we will not go to Hawaii. Just said lower 48 states. That's what we've been saying, lower 48 states. I'm looking at these things, see if I have any more I can. Do you inhale? How many states? Black. Just ignore the lames. Whatever. Am I? What are you? A swisher? Whatever. Andrew and Kim. Here's what I say about totally ignore them. Engage the pot. It's tough. See, here's Orochi. It's hard to just ignore the trollers, whatever, because I got to see them all at once. Okay, uh, so that's why when I see one, I have to go through. I'm sensitive for a 62-year-old man. No, I just can't stand dickheads. What's the story with the door? I'm genuinely curious now.
He's
What
talking
door?
about the door that you said you put your head through.
Oh, the door I put my head through. Uh, Something happened the other day. I got a phone call, and because I don't want to punch anything, because I got really sensitive hands, I put my head through stuff. So there was a wooden picnic table, and I said, "Watch this, Mike. I put my head through this picnic table."
Hold my
It probably
beer.
wasn't. It probably wasn't as thick as a picnic table, but and I put my head through it, and it didn't go all the way through. And then I was pulling my head out, like smack, 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 smack. Actually, it's sunburned. It's sunburned that I picked the skin at, and the skin it got. There's a lesson to you kids: don't pick your sunburned skin because that could happen to you. So that's what it was. I'm being honest now. Sunburn. I don't have a great story for that. It's just sunburn. I hope you step on a Lego barefooted. I got worse
Just
than that.
don't even listen. Listen, don't even all these ones that are scrolling. Just move by them. It's that same douche. I'm taking care of him.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. It's fun. I'm looking at all these. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I guess I'm going to be done with the chat room for a little while because it's starting to get on
Yeah,
my
we
nerves.
can just cut it out, or
Yeah,
I don't mind doing this, dude. I don't
we're
really
going to
mind
cut the
doing
chat
this.
room up for a little bit because now it's just getting ignorant and disgusting. And I'm going to say it again. Except when I'm on this show, except when we do this stuff, you know what? Unless someone brings it up to me, I never, ever, ever, ever think about,
We got better stuff to do than worry about these
never
idiots.
think about, and now I'm going to mention by name. And you guys, it seems like you guys are got a more fucking hard on for Anthony than you have for Opie. Okay, you guys were Opie and Anthony fans. Half of you are shitting on Opie now, and you're all pro Anthony. I don't give a
Yeah,
crap
it's
on either
just we're
one of them.
gonna jump on whatever's
Yeah,
the
I don't.
coolest
And
thing.
then the Sam thing. I told you, Sam would never give me credit for anything. I've been giving Sam credit week after week after week for what he's done with the WWE. Jealousy almost on my part. I can admit that. Envious, not jealousy, envious. I would have done
Yeah,
anything in my life to be able to do what he does with WWE. I can say that. Would he ever be able to say, God, I would love to be able to give up my life and just sit on the road and go state to state to state, look for dive bars and hang out and just work a few hours a day? No, they would never say this is a good idea because they can't. That's the same thing with you folks. I don't think about the O&A people ever unless you guys bring it up. For whatever reason, I am in you guys' head for 30 GD years already. Good for me. Okay. Think about that. Good for me. For the ones of you that say, we really love you, but I agree with you. Most of you really do. And I can tell the ones that do. It's the disgusting ones that make us say, come on, guys, just get a break. You know,
get a life.
think about think about what we've said it before. What would you want said to your mom? If somebody said some of this stuff to your mom, what would you do?
Or would you
I mean,
say it in person?
I know that's the other thing. I'll tell you what. We will give it an email address. Okay, when we come to New York, come see us. Say some of this shit to my face in person. Please, I beg of you. We're not going to spritzy this episode, so I can say what I want. Okay, right? Come
But
see me face
listen,
to face.
hold on, time out.
What?
Don't make any threats.
No, I'm not threatening. Okay.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
come. Yep, you're right. Don't come see me face. Oh, you can come see me face to face. I'd love to see you. That's all. Come see me face to face. I'd love to see you face to face. I'd love to chat with you face to face and see what's really on your mind. I would not do anything, of course, because I'm not that type of guy. But color of the day, 1993. Give it up. Uh, on our way here? We heard. Excuse me. What do we hear? A number of the day, a word of the day. We heard something on one of the radio stations, and I was like, the O&A fans would have a ball with that. Somebody said they want us to be profitable. We want us to be profitable too, but we're not trying to get rich off this. We're trying to make gas. We're trying to get gas and food for us to eat and gas for the home, and that's about it. I'm enjoying. Today was a great day. Today I went out for a few hours. I went to all these cool places. I'm driving around with the sun beaming in my Jeep. I'm smoking a Swisher, and I'm saying, "Wow, this is an okay way to work." I mean, we can put in 5, 6 hours a few days a week, and that's cool with me. So, um, if you would like to make a donation, we don't have the donation QR code up right now. Mike, how can they make a donation to us? Where would they send a donation to?
Oh, that's a great question. I'll have to, let's just skip that for now. I don't have
Okay,
anything
thank
ready
you.
here.
Okay, I'm going to bring that up too. Okay, Google does this job for free. You know what? Google, so does diebarlocator.com. So does our app. Google does the job for free to the user. I mean, to the consumer. If you are looking for a bar, sure you can go to Google, but you got to search. Okay, and is it free for the bar to get on Google? F no. Google charges an arm and a leg. So you know what? We're just another form of a way to get for a bar to get their name out there. Uh, if you're on Google, Google can't do what we do. Okay, with our search engines. I'm not going to get into it because somehow Google get a hold of it. Google does everything. They're on board now. But something we do with our search engine that Google cannot do or will not do or does not do. I'm sure they can do it. Okay, who am I kidding? They can do it, but they don't. We do. I'm not going to get into it now. You want to find out about it? Call us into your bar and we'll tell you about it. Yeah, so we're covered with that. We have different things. Somebody else today, a lady today, and we've had this a few times, said to me, "Well, our Facebook page, blah 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 blah." Okay, there you go. Well, unless you are a fan or a follower of that Facebook page, you don't know nothing. You know nothing about what they're doing. So, uh, we've brought up Wisco Dive Bar about Jared. Jared does the Wisco thing, and same thing with Wonder in Wisconsin. They do the Wisco thing, and they've got it wrapped up very cool. But they do something totally different than what we're doing. Wonder in Wisconsin does up like UTV trips. Jared does reviews of dive bars. We are just promoting dive bars, just showing some of the fun places, and it's going to be some of the smaller places, the mom and pop places that people that might not know about necessarily. So there you go with that. We are working on a couple of things as far as getting you the address to send the naked militia into Scotland. Wouldn't that be something, huh? That would be very interesting. So someday, maybe, Brother Kyle, maybe I will play douche or dressing. Scorch, come on out to Oregon. I'll buy your drinks all night. Could you buy me herb all night? And that would be okay. I'll tell you what, I don't know where Mike went, so it doesn't make a difference. We had a good little
I'm
39
here.
minutes. Oh, there you are. Okay. I just don't see you on the
Yeah,
thing. Oh, there you are.
I'm trying to figure out some settings, and someone complained of my faces that I was disturbing. So I
Oh,
just,
yeah.
my face
Okay.
is disturbing. I get it.
But it is your face. So, douche or dressing, Kyle, how do you spell douche? Come on, man. You know, if you were really Dom Herrera, who I think is dead, that would be okay. But there's nothing sacred with some of these people. I'm thinking it's Saturday, but it's actually Monday. I don't know what that means. But anyway, Mike, let's go for a ride, and I want to show you some of the places I saw today. And let's call this a show, shall we?
That's if you would like to do that. Hold on, I'm going to throw in. I found the link if anybody
Okay.
wants to help and donate. There you go.
Where
The
is it
link
on
is in
the?
the chat. The link is
Okay.
in the chat.
Okay, the link is in the chat. If you want to donate, the link is now in the chat. Next week, Megan will be back to join us. We promise you, we got everything. She just had a little issue. She couldn't really hear us. She couldn't really hear us without her headphones, so she's going to bring some headphones. Megan, I miss you. We'll see you next week. You guys will see you again next week.
Hey, get a quick
And
picture of Tongo. Somebody's asking for Tongo.
where is he? Let me see if I can do this. There he is. There's Tongo. There you go, Tongo. Say hi to the world. There you go. There's Tongo, who actually, I mean, Mike, you got to admit it, Tongo's been an amazing fellow this journey. So,
He has been
yeah.
great.
If you don't see the link, then just go to divebarlocator.com. Okay, Dive Bar Locator. Yeah, there's a couple of people say they don't see the link. Divebarlocator.com. Okay, for Mike, for Meghan, for this whole journey, for Tongo, I'm Scorch. We'll see you next week on Scorch's PFG-TV. Take it easy now. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
How do I get out of this thing, Mike?
I'm just going to end the broadcast.
Okay.
Bye-bye.